This is the first year that Show Me Shorts has been in 22 cinemas from Dargaville to Stewart Island, so that's exciting. It's our 10th birthday this year, so it's a bit of a celebration. We've got 40 short films from New Zealand and all around the world playing in those cinemas, and those are divided up into 6 themed sessions, so people can kind of choose something interesting that they want to see, from Chivalry Isn't Dead to Plunge into Other Worlds. There are 3 films that are nominated for Best Film this year, and those are Return by Ryan Heron and The Tidekeeper by Alex Duncan, and Accidents, Blunders and Calamities by James Cunningham. Last year in the festival we were wondering where all the films from the LGBT community were, and this year they have landed in our lap. We've got a whole range. There's a great documentary made in Christchurch called The Grind, which is about the dating app Grindr. It's a really frank documentary, which is really great.
Kind of an attractive looking, almost Swedish kind of colouring guy. His profile showed his torso, it was very nice. Showed up to meet him, and it turned out that that was not him. And
there's another film called Pink Boy from the US, which is about a butch lesbian who's raising a family member's child who a boy who identifies as a little girl. So that's really interesting.
It's time to bar up, bugger off.
And there's also a rugby film called Tits on a Bull, which is about a lesbian who's a mother, and she's like caught up in the rugby world, and she's like a rising star. So they're all kind of like challenging stereotypes, as well as just being really interesting, engaging stories that are like interesting for audiences to watch.
Le toto de maman, il bouge jamais.
Last Door South is probably one of my favourites in the program. It's a French and Belgian co-production, and it's an animation about a little boy who has a conjoined twin, like a second head growing out of the side of his neck. And it's an animation, and it's quite dark, but it's also beautiful and whimsical, and I can't say too much without giving away the plot, but it's one of those films that stays with you. It's just beautiful. The festival starts with a big opening awards night at the Civic on the 11th of November, and then it travels all around the country for the next few weeks from until about the 2nd of December. So it's here for a good time, not a long time, so make sure people get along and see it quickly.
You never know your luck in the big city.